Climate migration, just like climate change, I think could be very broad and personal to each person. For me, it's been something that I've seen both as somebody who comes from Guatemala and also just like living in the United States in a state like Arizona, where you see climate in very different ways. If you're in a different neighborhood that you have oil refineries or industrial corporations right next door to you, right behind your backyard. So all of it is the same. It just depends on like who you are and where you come from, and like if you're low income, if you're a person of color. Immigrants, no matter what part of the world, we love our countries and we don't want to leave. There's so much beauty here, but there's also things that are never going to be fixed if you're a low-income person here too. One of the most beautiful lakes here, it's called Lago Atitlan, and it grew a bacteria. That lake is just like a big place here for tourism. If that lake is not open, then all the people, many people who count on that income because of tourism are displaced, and they have no more money and have nothing and nowhere to go. Climate change, it's affecting our health, it's affecting our economy. We also see it in low-income communities where, because it's so hot, your electricity bill, your utility bill through the summer where it's 120 degrees and you have a family of 5 and you're making $30,000 a year and your electric bill is $700 to $1,000, it's insane. And it's something that should not be happening. But that also makes us think that where we are in terms of clean energy and where we should moving towards. Yet because of politics, we're not there yet. And then the people who are suffering those consequences are people who cannot afford those utility bills. So for me, I think it's just a matter of thinking, what are we doing to inform BIPOC communities and how it affects them every single day, and how this language can also resonate so that they're able to have solutions to these problems that sometimes no one is helping. First of all, it's by giving people a voice and the confidence and the knowledge of like, this is your situation and here's a solution. And I think it takes somebody to really give you a message that hits home, that is personal. And that's how we're talking to people, and we're talking to communities of color. Do you have clean water? Do you have clean air? Can your child go outside and ride a bike and be able to breathe? So I think it's just like breaking it down and making it personal for people, and then they really see the connection, and then people want to get involved because this is their everyday life. But we can have people do everyday little things to not just like make changes within themselves, but to also like know their power as a community member and hold those people accountable. Just thinking of climate in the United States and all the things that need to be fixed there. We know we have the technology to get to wherever we need to be. I think just the greed that continues to happen to not let clean renewable energy happen, and also your vote matters. And I think having so many people, Latinx people that voted for President Biden last year was insane to see. But I hope that the agendas like Build Back Better are something that they feel good about, right? That they took it onto their own hands. They went out and they knocked on doors, they told their stories, and they can see something positive come out of it. And so I think holding polluters accountable and holding our own local politicians accountable has been something that I'm always happy to see. And also that the faces who are holding those polluters or even your elected officials accountable are brown and black and indigenous faces. I think it would be great if we could find a solution of thinking of countries, and oh my God, there's so many that are going through such crisis when it comes to climate change and environmental justice and just plain out environmental racism. If us in the United States could come up with something where we're able to, give more help. The world is unfortunately going through so much, and I feel like there's even more that's going to happen. And what are we doing to really focus on this problem that obviously is something that we need to pay more attention to?